We bring you update from the pipeline explosion along the last week on the road, Egbeda, Lagos. Reports reaching us from our correspondent is that the fire at the explosion site is still burning, but emergency responders say it's not a threat to residents. We have our correspondent, Theophilus Elamah, who is joining me from the location. Theophilus, what more do we know about this explosion this morning, the fire at the pipeline?
Well, Ibrahim, looking behind me, you see the fire is still raging. Hours after emergency responders say it has been curtailed, looking behind, it's still raging. Now, we were there some minutes ago. Even when we got here some hours ago, we were there. Some minutes ago, we were told to move away from the place because it looks like it is expanding. But as it is right now, emergency responders are saying that it poses no threat. Now, we spoke with a lot of residents here, some of them on camera, some off camera, and they claim they had an explosion happen in the area at midnight, and so they rushed out and realized that this explosion, this inferno was blazing. Now we moved to other areas in this environment here, and we realized that some pipelines, some power line rather, have gone down. Wires are on the floor. Heavy wires for that transmits power is on the floor, and the poles that held them, the power line that held them, are totally on the floor. Now, at a point we went to a place where this situation happened. We realized that about 10 vehicles were destroyed as a result of that situation, because the power line fell on the vehicles and they were destroyed there. But thankfully, no life was lost. Nobody was in the vehicle when it happened, and it happened at midnight, and no life was lost as a result of this inferno.
This morning, what we spoke to was some of the responders, some of the officials. They said that the fire had been put out, situation put under control. Was there at any point in time the fire was out, and then it reignited again? Because the impression we got this morning was that the fire was completely out.
Yes, that was the impression a lot of people got, that the fire was completely out. But as we see, the fire is not completely out. Now, what NEMA DG said earlier was that everything is under control and it has been curtailed such that it poses no threat to residents in the area. But looking at the fire incident, the fire that is blazing right now, that assumption has been brought to a serious doubt, because if this goes beyond this, then it can mean that residents here will have to flee the area. Now, we spoke with some residents earlier. They were complaining of the fact that this thing happens every year, every December, and some of them attributed it to the fact that some people are coming to destroy a burst pipeline to take some petroleum products, and some are attributing to other reasons. But nobody has a particular grip or a particular story on the cause of this situation, because when we went all around this place, we realized that there were different stories surrounding this situation. Different issues, different things were coming up, and so nobody has a specific story to tell as to what led to this inferno here.
All right, Theophilus, very quickly, are there firefighters there? Theophilus, very quickly, are there firefighters there?
For now, firefighters are not here. The emergency responders are not here. They've left. But from if you go the junction of this area, the power line junction itself, emergency responders are there. LASEMA officials are there waiting. We saw that some of the wires that went on the floor on the road there have been put up, and some emergency poles have been brought in to erect the cables. But as we have realized here as well, we thought that because of this situation, the power situation here will go off. But we're told by officials that the power has not gone off in this area. But we realized that the power that the poles, that the wires were carrying, has been put off completely. Right. So before the power line and the wires can be erected, might take weeks and months to erect properly. Yeah. But as it is right now, the situation is that the emergency responders are not here specifically, and the only people we see there is the Civil Defense Corps who are here trying to ensure that nobody goes close to that incident there. Like you can see, my cameraman is going to pan right now. Like you can see, it's a blazing incident. So the emergency responders, the Security and Civil Defense Corps are here to ensure that no one comes close to that place at all. Like I said earlier, we were told to leave there because of the situation here, and residents we spoke to are not happy with the constant, with the fact that this has become a constant in this area. And so they have called on officials to ensure that these kind of situations does not come up again.
Okay, Theophilus, thank you for that insight. Although you said that no one is allowed to approach the fire, but it appears that we can see someone carrying a bag of sachet water going down there. I really don't understand the topography, but keep close tabs on these for us. Thank you, Theophilus Elamah.